To what may be the finish tonight, with the Republican race down to just two candidates.
It is go time. Tomorrow is the day.
The campaign on the line for former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley in New Hampshire, on the trail here with babies and beer, making the case with NBC's Ali Vitale a Trump nomination is not inevitable.
Let's keep in mind, we don't do coronations in this country because 70% of Americans don't want a Trump-Biden rematch.
Haley now has the one-on-one race she's been hoping for after a dramatic dropout by Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. Today, perhaps with an eye toward 2028, thanking supporters after he endorsed Donald Trump when suspending his campaign.
He has my endorsement because we can't go back to the old Republican guard of yesteryear, a repackaged form of warmed-over corporatism that Nikki Haley represents.
DeSantis, seen initially as a strong Trump alternative, ultimately unable to overcome the strength of the Trump brand in the GOP.
He ran a really good campaign, I will tell you. It's not easy.
Now, from Mr. Trump, a more conciliatory tone toward his former rival.
He endorsed me, and we have policies very similar, actually. I think those people will all come to me.
The latest polling shows without DeSantis in the race, Mr. Trump leads by 19 points in New Hampshire against Haley. What does a good night look like?
I don't know. You know what? I like wins.
Mr. Trump and Haley with some stark differences, including on Ukraine, the former president critical of sending more aid, for example. In New Hampshire, Haley will need independents like Regine Philippi to win and win big in this state.
I know that she's going to do what's right for this country.
And to make inroads with former Trump supporters.
So when Trump came in, it was a fresh face. And then as time went on, there's just too much noise,
And that's why you're backing Nikki Haley?
Yeah.
Bob Burns has a different perspective. He grew up here, involved in state politics, a Trump backer since 2016. Now he's hoping for GOP unity.
You suck it up, you get over it, and you move on, and you forge that alliance with Donald Trump, and you work to make our country as great as it can be.
Haley joining me now. And Haley, for Mr. Trump, a New Hampshire victory would provide major momentum towards wrapping up this nomination.
Yeah, Lester, and tonight at his rally, he's expected to be joined by several former primary competitors who are now backing him. As for Haley, who is on stage behind me right now, she is under intense pressure in this critical state, but she's already looking ahead to her home state of South Carolina. Lester?
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.